Now Allen off the bootleg. Shakir holds it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To throw, it's Allen. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from just inside the 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now Allen. Able to get under pressure. They got him again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game's slowing down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
A short. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Oh, Seibert missed it. This one slides to the right on him, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And again, it's Allen. Rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Nothing for him yet. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 39 that time.
And this is how you answer a touchdown at the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Pass midfield, look out. Ty Johnson. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dante Fowler able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Allen going to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And it will be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown, 67 yards.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here's Daniels.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this right upfield across the 45.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
Oh, what a move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Austin Seibert on 4th field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now Daniels.
On the catch, it's Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 43 yards.
And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 30-yard line. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
That is intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 34.
What did you see on that one? A rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo play, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Here's Allen.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Allen.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Running right through him. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
To throw is Allen.
Eluding the pressure right.
That is caught by Shakir.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down. Now Allen.
He'll dump this off to Cook.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
Allen. They'll roll him out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments. For kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.